So you're really wanting to buy that new construction home. Well, today we are going to get into how you can save some money when buying new construction. The market has shifted, things have changed. People aren't quite as scared as they were, knowing that they're going to get into a home and not really knowing when the deadline is going to be when making that purchase on new construction. But there are a lot of things that will work to your advantage if that is truly what you are looking to do. And we're going to get after that right now. What's up, everyone? I'm Kristen Carpentier, a local real estate agent here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about what it's like to eat, sleep, live, work, and play here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and hit that bell for notifications. We are dropping new content every single week about what it's like living here, and we absolutely love helping people make that move here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So whether you're moving next week, next month, or even next year, don't forget, reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Let us know what we can do to help you make that smooth move here to the Dallas, Texas area. All right, so we are getting into some new construction tips. We want to give you kind of the ins and outs of how you can save money and what some of these best case scenarios can be for you if you really do want to get into that new construction home. And of course, everybody's always wanting to save a little bit of money and get the most bang for their buck. So let's get into those 10 ways to help you save some money on new construction. Now, first up is we always recommend to at least check into using the builder's lender. If you really want to hopefully save on your interest rates, if you want to save on the type of incentives that they're offering, look into using the builder's lender, because typically going through the builder's lender is going to give you those reduced interest rates. It's going to give you some opportunities to help save you money with incentives and certain things that the builder is going to offer for you. Now, obviously, it is not the perfect one size fits all situation for everybody, but we do say, especially the way that the interest rates have gone, if you really want to try and save on that monthly mortgage payment, look into using the preferred lender of the builder. Now, definitely you can always shop around some of the rates, the lending fees, and those types of things, but getting to work with the lender to hopefully save you the biggest amount of money with that monthly mortgage payment is going to be to check out using the builder's lender, and if that is an option. Number one, for sure. The second thing that we always suggest that you make sure that you are on top of is checking what the builder's warranty is. Now, typically when you do buy a home, the builder is going to offer a 1-year home warranty, and that is going to cover all major malfunctions that might go on in that home within the first year. Whether maybe you have some faulty wiring that goes out, plumbing, or maybe one of your big brand new AC units goes out, that will be covered in that first year. And typically that builder's warranty is also going to cover a lot of the little things as well. They're going to come in and find out that maybe there was some settling, so you have some slight cracks certain places, and sometimes they will come in and repaint your home or, recaulk things, fix some tile. And depending on the builder, will definitely depend on what exactly is going to be covered in that warranty within the first year of owning the home. But that could definitely save you a lot of money, especially if you, for some, crazy reason that we hope does not happen, that something does go out and maybe some hidden issue that you didn't know was there, that the builder will actually cover it and save you a lot of money down the line with that warranty. Number 3 is to find a builder that has some standing inventory. Whether it's a home that is ready for an immediate close, ready to close in the next 30, 60, or even 90 days, that can definitely help to save you some money. A lot of times, the way that our market has gone over the last year, people were absolutely clamoring trying to get into one of these new construction homes. They were getting under contract, and then obviously our interest rates went bananas, and people thought, oh my gosh, my buying power is gone. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I definitely cannot afford those payments now with the rise in the interest rates. And a lot of people are having to walk from their contracts. So if you come in because you are ready to move, you're ready to relocate here, and you don't have 8 months, 10 months, or even 12 months to purchase a home, you can come in and find a lot of these brand new construction homes ready to go within the next, like I said, 30, 60, 90 days. And you can get into a brand new home and not wait out that building period. So you can come in and maybe it might not be the flooring that you were hoping for, or maybe some of these other upgrades or things that you weren't necessarily hoping for. But a lot of times we're seeing that some of these builders are giving a little bit of a discount to get these homes off of their books. So you can go in and still get a brand new home, never been lived in, and be ready to move within a short amount of time instead of having to wait for that long, drawn out build process. So we are definitely saying to go around, check with some of these builders, see what type of inventory is there, and what exactly you can get into within a short amount of time, because people want new construction all the time, but most of the time they don't want to wait around for them to be built. Number 4, which is what we are starting to see a little bit of, is to go in and actually purchase the builder's model home. Now, this is something that you have seen during closeouts when a community is starting to be finished, but right now we're actually starting to see some of these newer master plan communities that maybe aren't, brand new 6 months in, and they've been around a little bit of time, but they need fresh eyes when they need a fresh model home. Or maybe they're opening up a new phase in an entirely separate section of this community. So they're selling off the original model home that they once had and building a new model home in the new section of the community. So you're able to go in and get a model home done by the builder. And typically, when the builders have built these model homes, they have done a significant amount of upgrades because, of course, they want people to come in and buy these homes and actually pay for a lot of these upgrades. They want somebody to come in and realize that they have, nicer doors, they have nicer granite and nicer cabinets. So they kind of upgrade a lot of these model homes with a lot of extra features. Because, of course, when you go to the design center and you realize, well, I don't get those cabinets, I only get these plain cabinets. So people are paying money for these upgrades. But when the builders go and sell the model home, they're actually selling it as at a discount for what a lot of those upgrades are going to cost somebody coming in and actually building a home from scratch. So definitely kind of looking and seeing if there are any of these model homes that are available, because it can sometimes save you a significant amount of money. Now, obviously, over the last couple of years, we didn't see a whole lot of that, but we have definitely started to see a few of those options start to pop up around the Metroplex in some of these communities. Number 5 is that the base price of a home can sometimes be a little bit misleading. Now, if you want to buy new, you may want to consider a home that is actually already under construction. Like we talked about before, a home that somebody had to walk away from that already was under contract and where the buyer was able to pick a lot of these upgrades. But if you want to build from scratch, realizing that, maybe some of these structural things that are more important to you, like the layout of the bathroom, the layout of the kitchen, and the different upgrades in, plumbing and electrical might be a lot more important than some of these other things that you can upgrade on your own down the line. Because typically going in and paying the builder's costs and the design center fees and highly upgrading your home based on the neighborhood or the community that you're living in could really just overprice you for the community. So definitely realizing some of the structural things that might be more important, or finding one of these homes that somebody has already gone in and done a lot of those upgrades and paid for it ahead of time. And now the builder is willing to offer you a little bit of a discount. So definitely finding some of those features that can save you some money and realizing what is going to be the most bang for your buck and what is going to be most important when purchasing that home for you. Number 6 is the timing. Now, especially with a lot of these larger national home builders, because they have to answer to their shareholders, and the shareholders may want to know their numbers, they want to know when they are going to be closing on a lot of these homes, they have quarterly goals that they have to meet. They might be offering some discounts as the quarter or the end of the year, especially, starts to come upon them a little bit quicker, because shareholders are not going to want to see all of this excess inventory on their books. So the timing based on when you're going to have to move or need to move, for example, and if maybe you can wait it out a little bit, and realizing that at the end of the quarter where you might realize you can go in and get some discounts on the upgrades or discounts on the base price of the home or some of these other incentives, realizing that those could definitely save you some money in order to be able to do that. Number 7 also has to do with timing. For example, when a builder first releases a community, brand new, first homes are starting to be built, people are starting to come in and want to get into this brand new community. Well, the base price that you're going to pay on a lot of these homes in the very beginning of a community being built out is definitely going to be lower than when the builder is getting ready to do a closeout and the entire community is already done and built out completely. So, as the builder starts to build homes and opens up new phases in these communities, the price is typically going to be going up. So, when you can get in the very beginning of a community being built, is definitely going to be saving you money down the line as the prices of the homes start to increase. Number 8 is when you're comparing one builder to another, don't just look at the base price of a home. Not all home builders are created equal. So we always suggest that you look at what the builder is offering in their included features. What type of upgrades come standard with the builder, and what type of upgrades do you actually have to pay for? So, realizing these apples to apples comparisons can be entirely different from one builder to the next. One can be a lot less expensive, but you're having to pay for so many of these other upgrades in addition to the base price of the home. So, realizing what upgrades are coming standard with the home and what upgrades you have to pay for based on which builder you want to go with can make a huge, huge difference in the cost of that house. Also, looking at the size of the lots that these builders are offering as well, because one builder might offer 30 by 60 foot lots and another builder might offer 50 by 80 square foot lots. And if you really kind of realize how much space you're getting, where that home is going to be put might make a huge difference on that bang for your buck. And realizing maybe you wanted that larger yard because you wanted to be able to add in a pool, or you wanted to have a lot more room for your kids or your animals to play. Number 9, which we always suggest, even with a new construction home, is to order a home inspection. Now, a lot of builders do a very good job when building a home, but there's some things that the builder might not catch. And when you have your own specific home inspector that goes in, that has fresh eyes on a home, that can actually go and assess to make sure everything really is up to code, and knowing some things that they can help suggest that the builder repairs before you close on the house can make a huge difference before you move in. We do always suggest, people think, it is a brand new house. I don't need to go in and get a home inspection on my own because the builder's already done it. Well, we have heard plenty of stories that it is just so much easier and better to have your own specific home inspector that is working for you, that can give you those ideas on what needs to be fixed before moving into a home, and knowing truly that the home builder did a good job before building that house. And number 10, which is always a great, huge bonus that can definitely work in your favor, is to ask what type of incentives that builder is offering. Yes, we touched on that a little bit beforehand, but asking what type of credits do I get when going into the design center, for example? Do I get $20,000 towards my upgrades? Do I get flooring allowance? Do I get certain things that are going to be included in the base price of a home because, for example, the builder is trying to do a closeout, or the builder is trying to push to get some homes closed at the end of their quarter, for example, like we talked about. So, realizing what type of incentives that you can get, or maybe even sometimes being able to negotiate some of those as well. Granted, a lot of times there isn't a ton of negotiations being able to happen with these home builders when buying new construction, but now we are seeing that sometimes there is a tiny little bit of wiggle room. So, obviously, purchasing new construction, any wiggle room that you can get to help work to your advantage in purchasing that new construction home is always going to be better. So, if any of these tips are helpful, don't forget to leave us comments down below. Let us know some things that have worked for you, or maybe some things that you are concerned about or questioning when moving here to the Dallas area and hopefully purchasing new construction. So, whatever we can do to help, as always, don't hesitate to reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and let us know what we can do to help you make that smooth move here to the Dallas, Texas area.